A warm welcome to all my folks there to Easy Mathsy by Fraulein Jacob. In this video, we will be learning about multi-digit subtraction. Here the order of the problem matters. What does exactly order mean? Order means to stack the problem from greater to smaller. In addition, we can do 12 plus 7 as well as 7 plus 12, which remains the same answer. Whereas subtraction, we will always have to maintain greater to smaller. Let's take an example, 8 minus 2. We cannot switch the order of the problem from 8 minus 2 to 2 minus 8. 8 being the greater number and 2 being the smaller number, greater number minus smaller number, you will get a correct answer. That is, the number taking from 8 and the number taking away from 8 is the answer. 8 being greater number, that is from, and 2 being the smaller number, that is away. 8 minus 2 is 6. We also have another rule called borrow, which you will be learning it in the next slides. Let us take one example here, that is 39 minus 24. Let us stack the number first. 39 becomes the greater number which goes on top and 24 being the smaller number goes below. Here we have 9 and 4 which is in the ones place and 3 and 2 in the tens place. Now let's subtract. Subtraction also starts from the right side onwards. 9 minus 4 is 5, which we'll be writing in the ones place, and 3 minus 2 is 1, which we'll be writing in the tens place. Finally, 39 minus 24, we have 50. Why don't you take a pen and paper to solve this problem? We have 135 minus 27. Let's go step by step. First, we have to stack the number. How do we stack? We first stack the greater number minus the smaller number. The greater number here is 135 and the smaller number is 27. Let's subtract. We always subtract from the ones place or the right side onwards. So when we see it is 5 minus 7. 5 being the smaller number on top and 7 being the greater number in the below, we cannot subtract. So in this case, we will be borrowing from one digit, that is, we'll be borrowing one digit from the next place. How do we borrow? We'll be borrowing 1 and then placing it next to 5. As we have written here, it is 3 becomes 2 and 5 becomes 15. You will be wondering how 5 became 15 and 3 became 2. We will be taking one number from 3 and placing it before 5. That is, 3 becomes 2. 3 minus 1 is 2, or before 3 it is 2. And that one number we are giving it to 5. We are not regrouping or adding with 5. We are placing 1 as 10 digit or 10 and then adding 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5 is nothing but 50. So when you see here, then we can also rewrite the problem now as 1, 2, 15 minus 2, 7, 27. When you see in the ones place, now instead of 5 we have 15 and 15 minus 7 is 8. 2 minus 2 is 0 and 1, since there is no number here, 1 remains the same in the answer. So the final answer is 108. Let us have a similar problem here. 426 minus 58. First step, let's stack the problem. We have greater minus smaller, that is 426 minus 58. When we try to subtract from the ones place onwards, we find that 6 minus 8 is there, that is 6 being the smaller number and 8 being the greater number. So we cannot switch here or subtract. So what do? We try to borrow. In step 2, when we borrow, 2 becomes 1 and that 1 will go in front of 6. So 6 becomes 10 plus 6, that is 16. So when we subtract 16 minus 8, it is 8. In the tens place, we have 1 minus 5. 1 again, see 1 again it is a smaller number and 5 becomes the greater number. So what do? We again borrow it from 4. In step 3, we have 4 becomes 3, that is 4 minus 1 becomes 3 and that 1 goes in front of 1, that is 1 becomes 11. How did we get 11? It is 10 plus 1. So 10 plus 1 is 11. So here the answer is 11 minus 5 is 6 and 3, there is no number here, 3 remains 3. So the final answer is 368. Let's do another example here. 303 minus 14. Let's start the problem. 303 is greater number minus 14 is the smaller number. So greater number minus smaller number. However, in the ones place you have 3 minus 4. That is smaller number minus greater number, which is not possible. Neither we can switch. So what do? We try to borrow from the tens place or the next place. However, when you see it is 0, we cannot take any previous number or before number in 0. For that case, what is the easiest method is to take two-digit number or available next number which is next to 0. Here we find 3. So let's take together 30. So 30 minus 1 is 29. That one will go here before 3. So 3 becomes 13. How did 13 happen? 10 plus 3 is 13. Now, here 30 becomes 29. How do we write it? When we write it, 13 becomes ones place, 9 becomes tens place and 2 becomes hundreds place. So, in the final answer we have 13 minus 4 is 9, 9 minus 1 is 8 and 2 remaining nothing is 2. So, final answer is 289. Let's do some exercise problems. 500 minus 22. 500 minus 22 is stacked greater minus smaller. When you see it is 0 minus 2 in the ones place. So 0 being the smaller and 2 being the greater, which is not happening in subtraction. Neither we can switch. So we take or borrow from the next number. Since the next number is also 0, we take it from the next number. That is 5. Let's take it together. 5 is nothing but 5 and 0. We'll take it as 50. 50 minus 1 is 49. And that one goes in front of 0. So it becomes 10. That is 10 plus 0. 10 plus 0 is nothing but 10 minus 2. When we subtract, it is 8. And we have 9 minus 2 in tens place, which is 7. And 4, there is nothing here, so it remains 4. The final answer is 478. Let's go to the second problem here. So we have 40001 minus 33. When we stack, we have greater number minus smaller number. However, 1 minus 3 is not going to happen because 1 being the smaller number on top and 3 being the greater number below. So what do? We borrow. Since there are 3 consecutive zeros, we take complete 4000 together. 4000 minus 1 is nothing but 3999. And that one will be placed in front of 1. So 10 plus 1 is 11. That's how we get 11. So 11 minus 3 is 8. 9 minus 3 is 6. Another 9, since there is no value here, it is 9. Same 9, there is no value here, there remains 9. Again, it's follow same 3, there is no value here, it remains 3. 39968 is the final answer. You can solve few worksheet problems that I have given below and practice really well. Thank you for showing your love support. For more PPT and worksheets, mail to frauenjacob2023@gmail.com. Please subscribe my channel, share and like.